Hey everybody, look at all these knives. Tell me which of these is like new in box. It's a secret answer. Let's get into this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and break out the secret for you. I'm going to ruin the suspense. None of these is like new in box. Okay, all of these, this has been carried and used. Great knife. I would say it's in excellent condition. No chips, no nothing like that if I was going to sell it. But they've all been used. This one, just got this last week. But I've been using it to open boxes and doing some cutting. Not like new in box. Excellent condition for sure. Is it any different than new? Yeah, it's different than new. I've used it. There's going to be some different issues with it. Not huge issues. And I could probably clean it up to make it like new in box, but it's not. This, used it to cut some meat the other day. See the sheath? Got some nicks in there. Not like new in box. Excellent condition for sure. Is it any of these going to do anything less as a knife, as a utility, not as just as in a utility way than a like new in box knife? No. I mean, these are all going to do the same thing, but it's still not like new in box. Now, this is the reason I got this knife in, and the guy had advertised it as like new in box, and I sent him a brand new in box knife. I mean, never been carried, never been used, never anything, and he sent me this. Now, I love this knife, and I'm keeping it. I'm not going to. I wasn't mad at the guy or whatever. I sent him a note saying, hey, there were some issues with it. But this is one of my favorite knives in the world, this 550 style. So I'm going to keep it. However, there were some tiny chips, just tiny. You can't see them barely, but you'd have to run your finger down the edge. And then there's a little bit of issue with the tip. Not great issues, nothing horrible, but it's not like new in box. And I don't know if this would even be in excellent condition. I don't know if excellent condition pertains to knives with chips in them. Now, they're not huge. I mean, it's not like there's big gaping holes, but it's definitely not like new in box. Now, he did send me the sweet Crown Royal bag, which reminded me of my dear old grandma, but still not like new in box. Now, this knife here, this is probably better than a knife that's like new in box, because it's basically, I mean, it's almost brand new as far as the blade, but check it out, aftermarket scale. Now, this is an awesome knife, but it's not like new in box. It's got aftermarket scale on it. This is not brand new in box. This is an excellent condition knife with an aftermarket scale. And you could, and I don't know what it is. I know people are just afraid to use more words in their ads and just to describe what's going on. But, you know, if you go over to Reddit, they have a really good system over there. And it gives you an explanation of and it gives you an opportunity to explain what's going on with your knife. So if it is like this one, you could say, I think it's A, B, C, and D. D is just like broken the blade off. C has some serious wear on, but definitely usable as a knife. B is used, and I think sharpened professionally. I'm not sure. And A, of course, is just like brand new or new. And so this one would definitely be a B. But I would explain the heck out of it that this is in A condition, but it's a B because it's been modded. I think a lot more people should go toward that kind of idea of explaining stuff, because LNIB is LNIB. Like new in box is this knife here. This knife here, like new in box. Never carried, never taken out. And I think for me, the difference between brand new in box and like new in box is when you bought it. So let's say I bought this 2 years ago and kept it just like this. Well, I don't think it's brand new anymore, but it's still like new. And you get a lot of people that don't want to come out and just say, hey, look, this knife's in excellent condition. There's some tiny issues with it here and there, and they just describe it as like new in box. And you're going to get burned on trades if you don't get, you know, that's the bad part about trading online, is because I traded for this knife. I didn't buy this knife. If I had bought it, I probably would have asked for my money back. I don't know. I love this knife. I'm not. If you're watching this, the guy who, which he probably isn't, I'm not unhappy with the knife. I'm unhappy with the idea of what I thought I was getting and what I ended up getting. In a face-to-face trade, I still might have made that trade, but still, that's not the knife I was expecting. And that's the problem with people not understanding what like new in box is, what excellent conditions. This knife here, oh my gosh. Oh, hello. So awesome. Excellent condition. It's not like new. It's got snail trails, and he didn't sell it to me as like new. If he is watching, I love this knife. I have zero problems with this deal. I brought this knife out just to kind of show off and to use, but as far as like new, it's not. It's an excellent condition, but not like new. And I think people are misusing it, and then a lot of people say, well, you're just getting butthurt about this. No, I'm not. I trade all the time. I've traded hundreds of knives in the last couple of years, or bought and sold hundreds of knives. I don't think I've traded them, but I've traded a few, and the best thing to do is just be completely honest. Just say, look, I used this knife, I cut some lemons today with it, wiped it off, and I put it back in and realized it wasn't for me. And then let the buyer, the person you're trading with, make the decision based on the truth, not you trying to get rid of a knife. And if there was more honesty in the knife collection and the knife community, it would be that much better. It's just, there's a couple people that, and I'm not saying this guy was being dishonest, I just think we had our wires crossed about what like new in box means. That's not like new in box. If you didn't pull that out of the box, and first of all, it didn't come with a box. This was excellent in bag. That's what it should have been, the condition. Excellent in bag. Different than like new in box for sure. Alright, I just want to make this video. I've been kind of wanting to talk about this for a while. What do y'all think? Am I off my rocker here? You know what? I'm not. I'm going to ask for your opinion as far as, hey, what's your idea of like new in box? But I don't think you can get around the fact that like new in box should be a factual statement, as opposed to, well, I kind of think it's new, sort of. If it doesn't have a factory edge and you don't have the box and it hasn't been sitting there and you've never carried it, it's not like new in box. It's excellent condition, been carried, been used lightly. I cut a feather with it, whatever. You still need to be honest. And I think a lot of people are trying to get rid of their stuff so quickly, or trying to just get rid of their stuff, period, and they're willing to make these concessions and hope that somebody's going to see something, or hope that it gets by, instead of just being straight up and honest and saying, look, I can't get what I want for this knife, but in the condition it says I can get $10 less, or I can't trade this for the knife I want, but maybe I'm gonna kick in 10 bucks with this knife for 20 bucks and I still get the knife. So for 10, 20 bucks, people are just being a little bit shady about what they're saying. And it just doesn't make the community stronger. It doesn't make a lot of people want to get in there and do more trading and buying and selling and whatnot. Okay, now this isn't buyer remorse or anything. I know what a 550 feels like. This thing's locked up. It's in great condition, and I'm not mad at the deal I got. But I would have liked the opportunity to have made that decision for myself. What do you think? Am I crazy? Have you had this problem before? Have you bought a knife and the guy was like, well, this is brand new, and then you get it and it smells like the cigar he's been cutting the tips off with it? And there's a lot of people online in different forums that will get all in your face about buying used knives and saying, well, you should know it's used. Well, yeah, but you should give me all the facts too. It's just like buying anything else. If you get a TV that's used but they say it's brand new, you bought second party brand new, it should be brand new. There shouldn't be fingerprints and jelly sandwich markings all over it. It should be brand new. Okay, I think I'm done with this rant. I just wanted to get this off my chest and see what y'all thought. And I think I'm gonna go to that A, B, C type rating. I really do. I really describe my knives in detail because I don't want anybody to be unhappy on the other end. I guess that means more to me than, and I'm not virtue signaling, well, it just means so much to me. But I've been on the side where, like this knife, I've been a little bit disappointed, or I've been extremely disappointed. And knife collecting and knife trading is kind of a community thing for me, and I don't want any hard feelings against me at all. So I would rather over describe something than under describe it and have somebody think I'm trying to cheat them. Again, I'm not Superman, I'm not super justice warrior. I think everybody should have that attitude. Look, I want the person on the other end to be as happy about their trade as I am getting their money. But that doesn't mean I'm right. I mean, I am right, but it doesn't mean I'm right. You know what I'm saying? It's confusing. There's gray areas, microcosms, little things here and there, shadowy corners of truth. So let me know what you think down in the comments. And if you had this issue, which ratings do you use? I guess that's it. Get over to Facebook and we can talk about this. We'll do a lot of LNIB, BNIB, PP, CONUS, FF. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk to y'all later.